All right, welcome back.
Hey, welcome everybody.
Dance hour.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We have that piping in here just to get us really amped.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it or not right now, but another bulldozer of dancers where it's just
Their bodies.
the bodies were taken out.
We depleted them of all their dance energy. And then when we're through with them, the bulldozers come out.
The bulldozers, man,
Yeah.
they become a mulch, manure,
Well, that's kinda nice,
or whatever
though.
it is.
Yeah,
Fertilizer is the
It's
word.
the circle of life.
Yeah. You dance and then you become
You dance and
fertilizer.
then you become fertilizer. And then the other dancers graze
Yeah.
on the plants that...
And they dance on the grass that
Yeah,
the dancers have fertilized.
exactly.
Circle of life, man. Mufasa couldn't have said it any better than we have, you know?
That was like a Lion King first draft.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck is this? And they go, we could put some tigers, I guess. Or
Yeah.
lions. And they go, yeah, that. That's way better than the dancers bulldoze thing.
Yeah. Or the antelopes in the grass and all
Sure.
that. But man, this is we haven't done this in like 2 weeks.
What?
This like recording and filming, you know? Normally we're like
Wait, didn't we do it last week?
we didn't because I canceled.
We're cutting it close.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be letting the listeners and the viewers in
shouldn't.
on this post-production. This
Yeah.
is too much. This is like Entertainment Tonight. They shouldn't be knowing this much behind the scenes
Yeah.
of a podcast.
That's true. That's true. But it just for me, it's like normally it's our, you know, we have weekly.
We have a nice little buffer going.
Yeah.
But we're pushing it.
We're pushing it.
We're
Right
sort of like South Park at the last second before
Yeah.
it airs. So how's the writing gig going? What's the actual title you have?
Writer's assistant.
Writer's assistant.
I'm the writer's assistant.
How is the assisting going?
It is going really bad.
Oh, yeah?
Do not be surprised that by next week they're like I come back and I'm like
They fire you.
yeah, literally.
That's cool. Moving on. No.
Yeah. No, it was interesting because, you know, it was so funny actually the way I got this job. I interviewed back in April, like what was it, like 6-7 months ago or something like that, you know?
Where and how did it come about?
So I had a friend reach out to me and they're like, would you be interested in writing about this project that I can't really talk about? And I was like, I've never written, but I've written a few short films and a few, like, I have a pilot that I written, you know, like who hasn't written a damn pilot? So I was like, yeah, I submitted it. And they're like, all right, well, the writers or the executive producers and the show creator will reach out to you via Zoom. And a couple weeks go by and they're like, hey, yeah, you know, let's set up a Zoom call. And I was like, okay, we did that. I recommended my other friend as well. And the both of us had a call. And then, yeah, so then like April happens, goes, May comes and goes, June, July, and right at like mid-July, I got a email being like, hey, we got the green light from HBO to do like a small mini writer's room, like not a whole-on writer's room, but like a mini room.
Yeah.
To develop this concept and write the Bible and all the characters out in the outline. And if HBO likes it, then they'll give us more money to develop. So they're like, we want to bring you on as a writer's assistant. And this is funny because I got the call from the executive producer and she said this verbatim. She was like, hey, yeah, so we went over your script and your writings, you have something there. There's something there, but I'm not going to lie. It was terrible.
That was a complete left turn.
Yeah.
Like you'd think that it's going to build you up. There's going to be a compliment coming.
Yeah.
Or at least like a soft critique.
Some kind of, yeah.
But that was like a Splash Mountain roll. That was like, ah.
Yeah.
Did you put your hands up while she shit on you?
I was like,
And then they take your picture like through the Zoom.
Yeah.
Just your heart breaking. And then there's a guy selling it to you.
Yeah.
This is your face when you got shat on. Do you want to buy a copy? And you're like, no, I took a picture of it with my own phone.
Yeah. I got the flash of my camera reflecting off the screen. So she was like, yeah. She was like, you know, you have something there in your script. There's potential, but like,
you're terrible.
It was terrible. And she was like, but it's not your fault because you haven't had like the mentorship or the, you know, guidance. And they're like, you know, like we'd love to like help you out, work on it and, you know, and help you in your structure and this and that. And I was like, yeah,
sure.
Of course. You know, it's an opportunity. I've spent the last 10 years like shooting, cinematography, editing, and directing, and I haven't really taken a stab at writing because I know I'm not a good writer. So I always kind of avoided that. But I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity, and maybe this could help me with writing. And just in a week, I'm understanding a lot more on like structure, like emotional beats, character beats, and all, like, you know, scenes and whatnot that build up a good act and what to end an act on, and all this in a couple of weeks. I'm like, oh, I'm learning more in this 1 week than I am on than I did in film school. But it is hard. I was telling you earlier, like day one, I hit the ground running, and then I tripped and stumbled.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to cancel last week. And then I was like, okay, I'm sure the next day I'll get the hang of it. Nope. Next, I'm like getting done with work at like 6 p.m., but I'm like working till like 2 a.m. and I'm just like waking up at 7 a.m. to just finish the notes, to send it, you know, and then
yeah, you know, it was kind of I guess like a rude awakening, even though it's not the case with this show, but the writer's room that we're in.
Yeah.
So it's this conference table and stuff. It's this room, and in the corner, because I think you know the show Mom, that Chuck Lorre show Mom on CBS with Anna Faris.
Yes. Yeah.
And so they were in the room that we're in currently.
Okay.
So they were occupying it before us.
Yeah.
So they were kind of like remnants of like them writing there.
Yeah.
Some items are still in there, and there was this desk pedaling thing.
Oh.
So that means you put it under the desk
and you just pedal.
Like you're an astronaut or something. Like the writer's room is the space shuttle.
Yeah.
And you just get fat and waste away.
Yeah.
And you lose your muscles, and you need this type of thing.
Yeah.
Just to remind your body that you're a human.
Yeah.
And when I saw that little desk pedal thing, where I go, oh my God. Like sometimes people are in here so long that this is the only physical
activity that they get.
Or like getting out of their chair and going to the break room to eat.
Yeah.
That walk to the fridge is exercise.
Yeah, because like
yikes.
Once you're sitting down, you're down all day. You know, it's and it's not like a corporate desk job where at a corporate gig you can get up every 50 minutes, walk around, but like here it's like you can't really leave the discussion.
Yeah, you're engaged
for
like 8 to 9 hours a day.
Yeah.
There is no like breaking off and doing your own thing and then going into meetings, and then it's just sort of like it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
But you're like mentally engaged.
Yeah.
For that long. Any other, like when I was working at Boeing, I was just at my computer and I'm doing work and all that, and then sometimes you would have a meeting.
Yeah.
But you're sort of left to your own devices for most of the day.
Yeah.
Occasionally you meet with design, like a design person, or you talk to a coworker here.
Yeah.
But writing is just such a collaborative process, or especially the way they do Chuck Lorre shows. Because other shows, they beat it out in a room.
Yeah.
And then once they have the outline, a writer runs with it and does a first draft.
Yeah.
And then brings it back to the room, and then there's a rewrite with everyone and all that. But Chuck Lorre shows, it's like everything's done together. Collaboratively.
Okay,
so it's beating it out, the outline, and then writing it just, you know, from page one all the way the way down.
Yeah, writing isn't as, I mean, I always knew writing was hard, but now I'm just like, oh my God. And the thing is, like, I can't talk much about the show, but there's a lot of world building that we're doing. We're talking about all these like conceptual ideas and philosophies, and I'm like,
is this the mini room or
this is the mini room?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's only the showrunner, 2 writers, and me. It's just the 4 of us.
Do you know where the other writers came from?
One came from Hulu, from a show on Hulu.
What show? Or can you not say? You don't have to say.
I don't know if I can say.
All right. Let's keep your job.
It's a popular show.
Okay.
I can say that.
I'm just going to guess Handmaid's Tale.
Not too far off.
That's me saying.
And then we have another writer that it's his first staff writing gig. And he's been like executive producer. He's produced some other projects before in the past. Haven't really gotten the chance to like dive in and get to know him as much as I want to. But yeah, and the showrunners worked on some like, to be honest, I don't really know which.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Our show started as a mini room.
Oh, okay.
And then it just progressed.
Were you there in the mini room?
No.
Okay.
But Habib was in it, who's a writer on the show.
Yeah.
The EPs, and I think 1 or 2 other writers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's where it's at right now.
Yeah, I think you're stumbling right now and all that, but I think it's just all so new, and you'll get the hang of it, and it won't be as stressful.
Yeah, it's a 5-week project. So week 1 is done.
Yeah, 4 to go.
And I'm just like I barely like survived that week. But I think by Friday I was like, okay, I think as we're going, I'm able to like shift things and like organize my notes, so I'm not spending too much time on it.
Yeah.
But hopefully, yeah. I really miss MTV. I wouldn't.
Ridiculousness.
I never.
So wait, are you
thought-
done with that?
No. So I told MTV that I'm taking I got this project, and I'm going to take this leave of absence, and they were very, very incredibly supportive, and they were like, "Do it, yeah. Your job's still here."
That's kind of nice.
Yeah,
when
man.
I tried to take a leave of absence from Boeing to film Disaster
Chuck?
Date,
Oh, it was Disaster Date. That's what it was.
they were like, "No,
Yeah, so you had to kill someone in your family. Right?
no." I just didn't respond to their emails. Well, I sent an email to the company my last day there. Like they didn't know it was my last day.
Yeah.
But I went, "Hey guys, I have to leave blah 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 for 3 months. I plan on returning," and I put this date just to let them know
Yeah.
that I still think I'm employed.
Yeah.
I wanted them to fire me. Like I didn't want to quit. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think I looked it up. If you quit, you don't get unemployment.
Yeah.
So I was like, hopefully they fire me,
Yeah.
and then I can collect unemployment.
Yeah.
So that's why I sent that email after they said I couldn't take a leave of absence. I go, I will be gone. I just proceeded with it. I will be
Yeah.
gone and plan on returning. And then I just didn't answer any phone calls, any emails. I didn't respond to any of them, even though HR kept on trying to get in touch with me. And then finally I got a letter in the mail that says you've been terminated. And I was like, yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Then was it Chuck that you killed someone for?
Killed someone?
Well, you got to kill someone in the family to go to, take time off.
Oh, no. I said there was a family emergency.
Oh, you didn't specify.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just said there's a family emergency, but I was in Burbank. I was actually where I work now. I was on the Warner Brothers lot.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, so you're familiar with this lot.
I guess
You've
so.
been in and out of it throughout
Yeah,
your
so
career.
I've been I guess I'm most familiar with Warner Brothers because I did Chuck there. That was my first ever thing.
Yeah.
And then Conan twice is on that Warner Brothers a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Trying to think what else. Yeah, I'm just really familiar with that lot. And then this writing job.
What about that? Any of those like Disney Channel cameos, shows that you kind of...
No, I was on Liv and Maddie for like one episode where I played the director. And that was at Sunset Gower.
Oh, okay.
You know what's weird is you're just in the biz for a while, and then certain people become bigger. Like, I guess she was already big at the time, but Dove Cameron. She's the star of that show.
Oh, wow.
And she was like a kid when I did it.
Yeah.
And now she's like this young woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird to go from like Disney kid to like young starlet now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this other,
You see the
this
pipeline.
other level of,
Yeah.
I guess progression, or is it maturation? What is it?
I
like?
have no idea.
Yeah.
But I see where you're going with that. Yeah. Where did you do the Carmichael show?
Where was that? I forget. No, I think that was Warner Brothers.
Okay.
That's pretty crazy when I look back on Carmichael show. Lil Rel was on that. Tiffany Haddish was on that.
Oh, wow.
Just a bunch of sleepers.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Right? Look
realize
how
that.
huge they are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so that's been the week, man, like the new gig. Again, if you guys by the next episode, if I'm unemployed, you guys will hear it first, and I'll be back.
Nice. Yeah, you'll have some good stories.
Yeah.
As to why you were unemployed, how
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah. It would be so funny because it's like, you know how people like live tweet like something happening? There's this guy live tweeting the whole like U.S. military like storm of Osama bin Laden's house. This dude who lived literally next door is like,
Oh, for real?
yeah, he's like,
That was
helicopters
that was
flying.
going on?
Yeah. This like random Pakistani guy was like, helicopters are flying over my head. This is annoying. And then he keeps tweeting, but he doesn't know that the U.S. is raiding Osama bin Laden's house next door.
He had no idea Bin Laden was his neighbor.
I'm sure he knew. I knew.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I knew. Anyway.
That's a whole like
That's
wormhole.
yeah.
That'd be funny. Just like the local news, like I had no idea. He seemed like a regular guy. I just thought he was tall.
Yeah.
I just thought he was a tall guy.
He never spoke our language, but
Yeah, didn't talk much to other people. He would do laps, just do laps around the court. He never left much. I had no. That's been on it. Oh, I would just see trucks with guys in guns like come through in and out.
yeah.
I just thought he was a regular dude.
You can't tell without the turban.
But he's been lying. I mean, I know it was a big compound and everything, but I thought, maybe it was like another terrorist. I didn't think it'd be like the Bin Laden. And then I hear the chopper and I go, it might be Bin
It
Laden.
might be.
Because that's a lot of force for a different terrorist.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. You watched the 9/11 documentary on Netflix?
I still haven't gotten around to someone I think that watches listens to the podcast.
Oh, they
I
saw
think
it?
I told you where they DM me asking if I watched it, and I haven't. So you finished it,
I
right?
finished it.
What are your thoughts?
I thought it's very well done. I thought it was really good.
The Netflix 9/11
Documentary. You know what's fucked up is I've had this thought, even with the Epstein doc,
Yeah.
where these documentaries are so good, you wish the tragedy was longer so there's more episodes.
yeah. I remember you mentioned that.
I mean, not for real, but
Yeah.
but it is this weird consumer culture that we're in where the types of media we consume are kind of fucked up. Where it's crime doc
Yeah.
or murder doc,
Yeah.
and you're just so enthralled and you love the episodes and you go, oh, he stopped killing? Oh, he couldn't have killed 10 more people?
10 more episodes right there.
Oh, that would have been great. Why did he stop? Why'd they catch him?
That's kind of how I felt with Don't Fuck with Cats.
Yeah.
That was like the first like Netflix.
What was his name again? I'm Magnum. No,
Something
I'm trying to
like-
call him Magnum Cum Laude. But it's something like that. He had
Yeah. But it was like, I think it was like just 2 episodes. And I was like, that was my first like introduction to that like Netflix crime series. But they do it well. So what'd you pick up from this 9/11 documentary that you didn't know? That Bush was behind this, or?
What, the whole thing? No. I mean, I don't remember the nitty gritty of it. I mean, I guess just like
But
some of
was
the
there-
in-depth interviews,
Okay.
like trying to get some of the people out, like the fire. You always know firemen went in, but to see the people, hear their stories, talk about
Yeah.
even fucked up shit, like how when they come to the lobby and how much time they thought they were going to have to get people in and out. They thought they would have at least a few hours, but it was just like 45 minutes or something crazy small.
Yeah.
And the sounds they would hear of the people jumping.
Whoa.
Because they were outside. I think one of the first firefighters to die was from someone falling.
What?
And there was this really eerie scene where they're in the lobby trying to figure out what to do. And you would hear these like thuds, these large like, and that's people landing.
Wow.
Because it was so hot. Up
Yeah.
above a certain level, there was no hope because the elevators were severed.
Yeah.
And they could only evacuate people from, where the planes entered and below.
Yeah.
And the people up above, it was just it's soul crushing.
Yeah.
They're on the phone with like 911 operators and stuff and saying it's like hot and smoky.
Yeah. Like I can't imagine the like thick black smoke is.
Yeah, there's that, and it's just so incredibly hot, and it's just imagine being alive, and maybe they don't know at the time. I mean, this is like a morbid silver lining. Like we have perspective on it now to know
Yeah.
that if you were above a certain level,
Yeah.
there was no hope, or there was no way of getting down. But yeah, at the time, just
That's
like if you were
insane.
above that level, just
Yeah.
I guess thank God you didn't know that there was no way. You would still think that someone's gonna come and get you, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucked up.
Damn, man.
But it's interesting.
documentary.
Yeah, because we're so far removed from 9/11, and 9/11 is almost like one of those things. I mean, maybe this isn't the perfect analogy, but when a song stops becoming a song, it becomes so popular. Like you go to a baseball game and hit the road jack comes on.
Yeah.
No one's like jamming out to that.
Yeah.
It's no longer. It has the hallmarks of a song,
Yeah.
but it's not a song anymore. And 9/11 is just, we're so removed from it.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's like a brand or something.
Yeah.
And this documentary, it makes it a song again.
It reminds you of
It reminds
impact
you,
of that.
yes. Yeah, man.
Interesting, because I was literally, I mean, I was kind of like joking about it, but I'm actually kind of serious. Like, at a certain point, it's gonna become like like I wouldn't be surprised if it's happened already or if it hasn't. I'd be surprised if it hasn't happened where a company is like, come in for your 9/11 sales, you know? Like,
I don't think it'll become like a mattress sale or anything, but one of the funniest,
I'm not
and
putting-
it's fucked up.
yeah.
But if you have a dark sense of humor, like The Onion, either it's The Onion or someone like The Onion did this promo for Subway sandwiches. Just type in 9/11 like Subway sandwiches.
Yeah.
There's so many jokes on this advertisement, and it's so dark and twisted, and it's terrible. But yeah, it is also funny.
I think, you know, there's a level of, I don't know, coping with humor.
Yeah, it's called gallows humor.
Yeah, in a very dark way. And, you know,
And it's unfortunate because that's some people's coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And that's how they deal with tragedy. And everyone's line is different.
Yeah.
So what may be therapeutic for someone is terribly offensive to another person.
Yeah, I get
and
that.
like both could be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're on the topic of 9/11, let's dive into this 9/11.
Sure.
The amount of propaganda, U.S. imperialist, like pro-military, pro-U.S. propaganda that came out after 9/11 was like, looking back now and seeing all these like clips.
It was, for as terrible as it is, I think some people in the government and stuff viewed it as an opportunity for an agenda.
Yeah.
That is adjacent and had nothing to do with it. Like, I forgot that after 9/11, we went into Iraq.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I forgot about the Iraq thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you watch it, you go, oh, yeah, WMD, all that shit.
Yeah.
Because when it's happening in the moment and you're closer to it, you buy the lie a little bit. And then when you're so far removed from it, it's just blatant.
Yeah. It got to the point where there was no criticism of America, of George Bush, without like, it was this like insane amount of like patriotism that was like surrounding America, where like if you weren't standing up and saluting the flag,
Yeah, I remember that time.
you're like you're an evil communist or whatever, you know, the label was. Dude,
Yeah.
there was this weird thing, like I personally never stood up for the Pledge of Allegiance or said the pledge, because I was like, I don't know, even from a young age, I always felt like it was very weird that every morning we stand up, look at a flag, put our hands over our hearts and say, I pledge allegiance.
You were Kaepernick?
So
You were Kaepernick of the kickball team?
Basically, 7th grade,
You were ahead of your time.
I had 2 teachers tell me, to like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, like, if you don't like it here, leave.
Nice.
Like, leave the country. And I'm like, I get this shit from the kids. I don't need this.
From an adult?
Yeah. From a 45-year-old man, you know?
A 45-year-old man pushes you, and then a little kid is behind you.
Yeah.
So you trip over him.
Yeah. But it's crazy because now, like, it was during 9/11 that all these, like, people were, like, unearthing or, like, pulling these old videos up from that era, like the 9/11 era. And it was just like, man, like, we had the lack of criticism. Like, they even made like Rage Against the Machine, System of a Down, like, on blacklists. Like, you cannot play these bands on the radio because they're quote unquote anti-American, you know?
Yeah. I guess it's crazy how that's very textbook, just to squash any dissent.
Yeah.
This patriotism comes into play.
Yeah.
Like, you don't love your country.
Yeah. And that's how they passed. I mean, anyway, yeah, what a weird time, man. And it was like, how was it being an Afghan in Seattle in a community where I'm assuming you were like the only Afghan in school at like post 9/11?
Yeah, I was in the burbs.
Yeah.
I was in Woodinville.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all white and Asian pretty much at my high school. And I remember, maybe we've told this story. 9/11, I'm still sleeping when 9/11 happens, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's right, because West Coast time.
I got a call from my dad. And my mom wakes me up and she's like, your dad's on the phone. And my dad's at work at Boeing, you know? And I'm like, oh. And my dad's just like, don't go to school. I'm like, what? He's like, don't like the planes went into the building or whatever. He's like describing World Trade Center.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm just waking up, and he's like, don't go to school. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to school. I think it'll be fine. Or
Yeah.
I thought he was overreacting. And then, you know, the story reveals itself just as you go through the day. You wrap your head around this event that's going on and still going on.
Yeah.
Because I think it was like Tower 1 when he hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me up. I go to school.
Oh, so you did go?
I went to school, yeah.
Okay.
And it was fine.
Yeah.
You know, like no one was like racist or anything.
We're recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just triple checking. It's out of my line.
Sure.
It's out of my line of sight.
You can't see.
So I panic.
Sure.
So okay, so you end up going to school.
I go
and
to
you don't
school.
listen to your dad.
Yeah. I just figured he's overreacting, and I go to school and it's fine. Like
What grade
no one's
are you
racist.
in at this? Like 9th, 10th?
I think I'm a junior or a senior.
Okay.
What was it, 2000? I'm a junior.
2001.
I forget now.
What class? What graduating
Drama.
class were you?
02.
Oh, okay. So you must have been you were a senior then. Yeah. If you're
I'm bad at math.
so okay. So your senior year.
Yeah.
You go in.
And then our first class is drama. We're all sitting around in a circle, and we're just sort of, there's no curriculum that day. It's just talking about how everyone's feeling and thoughts and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That's what I remember. That's the only thing I remember from school that day is drama class, sitting in a circle and everyone talking about it.
Yeah.
But that day or any subsequent day, I didn't really experience any racism.
Okay.
And I think maybe it's because I don't read as super Middle Eastern or South Asian.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ambiguous.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of it. And then also, I think the Pacific Northwest and then the suburbs is kind of a little more progressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Did you deal with shit?
To an extent, like throughout the years, you know, I was in 7th grade when it happened, and it was just like, it was interesting because throughout the week we were having these like geopolitical discussions in my math class with a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Nice.
And I'm just like, this one till this day I laugh about it. This girl, like, so it happened, like, you know, and it happened at like 9 a.m. East Coast time, and around, like, I think we were let out of school regular time or something. This girl was like, she was like, yeah, I walk home and my mom's always worried when I walk home. Should I like call her and pick me up? And my teacher was like, I think it's okay for you to walk. Bin Laden's not. Bin Laden's not around the corner waiting for you to like pick you up, you know? So this girl that had this fear that Al Qaeda
was going to attack her.
Yeah.
That'll happen. I'll address it sometimes at stand-up shows if I have a chunk about ISIS or something, or I'm joking about, and I'll do these like Indiana or something.
Yeah.
Or some other. I think even in La Jolla, I had this chunk. And just when it's super white, when it's like a super white city and you talk about these things,
yeah,
sometimes they just like tense up
so
much. And I'll just cut that tension. I'll be like, it's not like Beetlejuice, guys. If I fucking say ISIS 3 times, they're going to show up. They're not coming to La Jolla.
Yeah.
you're fun. And then they laugh.
Yeah.
But it's just odd how the whitest, I mean, La Jolla is not a good example, but like Iowa or something.
Sure.
Like the whitest off the beaten cities.
Yeah.
You mention these things and they tense up or something. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
They're not coming for your city.
Yeah, it's. I remember I think I can't remember what comedian said it. It was Australian, where he was like, Al Qaeda got New York, they got Paris, and now it's like, all right, we're coming after Gary, Indiana. You know, like we're gonna skip all these other big cities and come straight for this.
That's how you strike real terror.
Yeah, you hit the small little.
You hit the rural areas,
small town America, where the most effort for the lowest impact, you know. Anyway,
I was doing La Jolla, and there were good shows overall, but it does slant super white, you know. And I had this chunk. I think I was talking about Trump and maybe some terrorist material as well. Normally it does well everywhere, but they are sometimes it'll be super white and like super military occasionally.
Camp Pendleton is like right up there in SD.
But there was this like every show was fine except this one show. This like old white lady in the back, she was like, "He's un-American.
Oh my god.
He's un-American." And everyone telling her to shut up. You know, even the party she's with.
Yeah.
And it was like the Manchurian Candidate. She just hears Trump's name.
Yeah.
And is like, must protect, great leader.
Yeah.
Even though this is like the softest Trump joke in the world. It's like I've seen comics really go in.
Yeah.
It's like not even bad what I'm saying. It's like so innocuous. But she's like, "He's un-American. Yeah, he can't talk like that." And then she gets bounced, so they like make her leave.
Man. What do you even do during that?
Makes me feel good that a
but
joke broke this person's brain.
Yeah, but
if everyone in the crowd had a problem with it, then I would go back to the lab and be like, okay, I've got to retool this.
Yeah.
Something I'm losing something in translation, or maybe it's just like too harsh of a joke or something. Then it's more I got to look inward. Mm-hmm. But when it's one berserk person in a sea of people laughing, that's their problem.
Yeah.
And that feels good to me. That like I got your money by. I remember one time I was doing a show in Indianapolis.
Did you film this encounter? Because
No,
you film your
no.
sets. Okay.
Yeah, not all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, like 2 of them I got.
Oh, okay. So Indiana.
Yeah, I was doing like, what was the club? I think I was doing. Chuckles or something. It was at Broad Ripple.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know. No, it's called Crackers. It was Crackers and Broad Ripple, I believe.
Yeah.
And I do this joke. I think it's that joke on. I did it on the GOATFACE special where I'm like.
Or where they one up one another.
Yeah. Where I'm like.
Of course.
Whenever
ISIS.
on the news they go like ISIS is taking credit for the attack, and I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They're gonna take. They're in the business of terror. Of course, they're gonna claim every bad thing. There's not gonna be an explosion, and ISIS is like, that was dope, but that wasn't us.
Yeah.
Fuck. And then everyone's laughing,
Yeah.
And then I see this like 2 like older white couple just get up and leave, while everyone's like laughing so hard, and that made me feel good.
Oh yeah, because
I broke them.
Yeah, that was it. They're like
it's not my intent to break people in the crowd. I'm not like trying to break people's will, and I don't think that I'm Bill Hicks or something, or like I'm too edgy, you can't handle it.
Yeah.
But when a really solid joke, that's just like a good joke.
Yeah.
No matter what side of politics or whatever, if the joke is airtight, it's universal. So just to know that their brains are so fragile that they couldn't even handle that, it made me feel good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
it's like a case of the brown guy winning. These 2
that's true.
close-minded white people paid their hard-earned money to come see a comedian that they have no idea.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they weren't fans of mine. They just went to go see comedy that night.
Yeah.
And then they found out in that moment that this is not their brand of comedy.
Yeah. No.
But that's after they've
You're attacking
each
their
paid
way of
for
life.
2 drinks and paid the ticket price.
Yeah.
It's too late.
You won at that point.
I won.
Yeah, in every aspect. 9/11, man. What a time. It changed.
I had this thought about 9/11. Like, maybe I'll try to turn it into a bit, but you know how people say, "Oh, Trump ruined red hats for everyone." He ruined red hats for 50% of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't ruin it for everyone.
Yeah.
Bin Laden ruined the date 9/11 for every brown person everywhere.
Yeah.
That date is off limits for us.
Yeah.
No party. We can't throw. If your birthday's on 9/11, you're never having a party on 9/11 ever again.
Dude.
As a brown person, you can never have anything festive on 9/11. And when someone asks you what time it is, and it's 9/11, you're telling the person it's 9:10 or 9:12.
You're not going to say,
You don't want to bring it up.
Yeah.
So as much as people complain about Trump ruining red hats, not really. And how often are you trying to wear red hats? But also it's half. He made red hats dope as fuck for 50% of people.
Yeah. A few years ago, not too long ago, like maybe like 3, 4, 5 years ago, Eid, the biggest like Islamic holiday, fell on 9/11, and I legitimately remember Twitter discourse. Not everyone, but
Like,
enough.
do we move it?
Yeah, enough people were like, "Do we celebrate the holiest holiday
On 9/11?
on 9/11?"
Or is it like the 13th floor where everyone knows it's actually on 9/11, but we say it's on...
Yeah. I was like, nah, man. I'm dancing and celebrating. I'm not... I don't dance,
that's a
but
risky
I
proposition.
I was like, I'm not going to worry about something that, at this point, like you said, it's so far removed.
Here's another thought on 9/11. Like, it's analogous to Pearl Harbor,
Yeah.
But Pearl Harbor, branding wise, it's just called Pearl Harbor. It sucks that 9/11, the hallmark is the date.
Yeah.
And the slogan is never forget. Because like when it happened, brown people were probably like, oh fuck, that's terrible. But eventually people will start, they'll forget about it. They'll forget. And they go, nah, we're calling it 9/11.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell people to never forget. But eventually you'll forget. No.
We'll never.
The event that happened, we're not calling it New York City. We're not calling it whatever the cross streets are.
Yeah.
We're not calling it World Trade Center. You know how Pearl Harbor was just called Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
We're going to call it the date. Sorry, brown people.
That's how we identify it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Like, it sucks. Japanese people don't have the date associated with it. All the dates are available to them.
Yeah.
They go, oh, thank God. They just called it Pearl Harbor. What date was Pearl Harbor?
December. That's it.
This goes out to the viewers. What date was Pearl Harbor? Don't Google.
The day that lives in infamy.
Is that what they say?
Yeah. This
I
day-
would rather take that than 9/11.
I think it was like December 14th or the 26th or something along those lines,
Yeah, but from a branding situation, we really got fucked, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, it's only a matter of time till 9/11 sales come out and 9/11 discounts.
I think it's too sad. It's too tragic to sell things.
There's whole generations of kids that were born years after 9/11 that they'll never... Like, there are legitimate Gen Zs right now who were born in 2000 or like 2002, 3 that don't know of 9/11. And I know that because I've like spoken to... I'm like, wait.
What do you think their 9/11 is?
One Direction breaking up. March 2015.
Yeah.
Or like fucking, I don't know, Kobe
dying.
Yeah. Kobe dying is there's this rapper that I really like, Amine. And he, on his last album that came out like last year, or it was like earlier this year or something, he has a track where he's just kind of talking. It's like he's talking to his friend or something. And he was like, yeah, when Kobe died, that like made me into a man. Like it pushed me into adulthood.
Interesting.
And I'm like,
it takes
I
different
guess
things for certain people.
Yeah, I guess it takes to. So I'm like, so I'm sure for some Gen Z, it's like the death of
One Direction.
Yeah, One Direction.
It made them become a man.
Kobe Bryant, something like that for them to be like, because if you say like, oh, the Mandalay Bay shooting, it's like, the biggest terrorist attack on like, domestic or whatever you want to call it. People don't even know that, but branding. It's all about branding.
Were you at the West Side Theater when I tried my Kobe jokes?
No.
What was it?
Oh, yeah. Oh yes, the mural.
Yeah,
the mural with
I haven't done
Nipsey.
it again, but I thought it was interesting. Well, maybe the viewers can decide. I think they're interesting thoughts. I think I preface it by saying like, do we need all the Kobe murals? They're nice, like I think it's tragic and all that.
Yeah.
But there's like one on every block.
Every block, yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Graffiti artists, that was their time to be like, commissioned.
It's almost like, how in maybe it wasn't was it the Renaissance, or like Jesus was the main figure. If you were a painter, you gotta paint.
Italian Renaissance
like
was a lot of Jesus.
That's so funny. It's almost analogous to like television and shit. How things get greenlit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's about a fat guy and a hot wife.
Yeah.
Get it on the air.
10 sitcoms.
10 sitcoms. Like if you want a sitcom on the air, fat dude, hot wife.
Mm-hmm.
You want your painting off the ground? Okay, what do you want to paint? And there's just like a king or whatever.
Yeah.
He has all this money, and this painter's trying to pitch his painting. He's like, okay, it's gonna be like fruit in basket, and he's like, I don't know, or Jesus, and the guy's like, I'm listening. It's gonna be Jesus, and he's gonna be like this. He might touch someone. Maybe we could do like a buffet thing, and then the apostles, and the guy's like, okay, yeah, all right. Like if you wanted to get your painting greenlit,
Yeah.
you did Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus is a cash cow, man.
And then now, if you're a graffiti artist, you want some attention.
Yeah.
Kobe's your guy.
Kobe.
You don't paint anything else. It was like all the spray painters, whatever they were working on, they were like, fuck, all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Kobe, you want eyeballs.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of those around. And then I was saying I saw one of them where Kobe was he's in heaven, you know, and he has wings, and he's slam dunking.
Yeah.
And he has wings. And I was like, that's kind of insulting to Kobe, because like he didn't need wings to dunk on Earth.
Yeah.
And now
That's
you're saying
true.
now that he's passed away, he needs help.
Yeah.
Like he needs those wings to elevate more.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of insulting to the guy.
That's true.
And then also, I was saying, he's in heaven and he's wearing his Lakers jersey. Like that's a little gauche.
Yeah.
Why are you stunting in heaven? And I was just thinking of there being a pickup game where like John Lennon and Gandhi are gonna like play some basketball, and then Kobe's in his Lakers. You know, like we know.
Yeah.
We know you played for the. Why are you wearing your jersey up in heaven?
Yeah. Yeah.
We know it's you. He's like, I'm not wearing my Sergeant Pepper clothes. I'm just here to play basketball. I'm just wearing heaven sweatpants.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Gandhi's just wearing a wife beater.
Yeah. To the graffiti artists out there, the mural artists, if you're gonna do a Kobe mural,
Yeah.
which there's enough of, you know, there's a lot of.
Sure.
Not
Just have his shirt off.
he could
Or
be
he's
in
wearing like a white tee.
Yeah. You can. You know what? I haven't seen a single mural that depicted Kobe winning an Oscar. Is that not the biggest award you can get in like film?
Yo, that'd be funny, because all of these murals are just like Kobe in a Lakers jersey or
Yeah.
Kobe holding the trophy. If it was just like Kobe eating a sandwich, it's like really true to life, and it's beautiful, but it's like a slice of life.
Yeah.
He's just
Eating his favorite
he's-
meatball sandwich.
He's just eating a corned beef sandwich at a diner.
Yeah.
But it's done so well. Please, if there's any graffiti artists who listen to the podcast, I want you to paint a mural on a wall of Kobe just eating a corned beef sandwich.
You know what the problem is? What's going to happen to that mural?
Someone's going to spray paint a Lakers jersey on him.
No. That diner is going to be filled with LA legends that passed away. So it's not going to be Kobe by himself. It's going to be Kobe.
Oh, at the booth, it's going to be other legends who have passed away.
Yeah, Easy.
No, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I just want Kobe
I get
having a
that.
solitary sandwich, looking out the window.
But that'll never happen because people have to include all the local LA legends that have passed.
But this is my request to the graffiti artist. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Just have Kobe eating a sandwich
Yeah.
by himself.
Okay.
He's in regular street clothes.
Yeah.
There's nothing basketball other than his face.
I hope that
And
comes
you go,
around.
oh, that's Kobe.
I hope you see that soon, man.
Yeah, that's like an alt hipster Kobe mural.
Yeah.
Because then it shows the man,
Yeah.
not for his accolades and accomplishments. It's almost worse if you show him in the Lakers jersey slam dunking, because like, oh, that's the only way you can appreciate the man and see him is him excelling at this thing that you like to watch on your couch. Why don't you just appreciate Kobe Bryant, the man, eating a sandwich?
Yeah. What he
at
loved.
at a diner.
He truly loved that.
And it's the great unifier.
Yeah.
That means you are no different than Kobe.
Yeah.
Sure, basketball is something that he loved and people cheered for him to do.
You know, it'd be
But at the end of the day, he's like us.
You know, it'd be hilarious. This would be the best branding for any restaurant. Do a mural of Kobe eating at your restaurant.
I think you might get like a cease and desist.
Why? You know,
No, I guess why would you? How does that work?
On the side of your building, just have Kobe eating at an IHOP eating pancakes. You just commission somebody.
Yeah.
And you can't cease and be like, I don't know, some fucking
Cease and desist doesn't work with graffiti artists.
yeah, like
right?
the shop owner can be like, hey,
I
didn't do this. Some kid came and sprayed this.
Did it in the night.
He wanted Kobe to eat pancakes at IHOP. I didn't stop him. You know,
Yeah.
that would be hilarious to have him just eat at every restaurant in the city, and people are gonna pass by and be like, shit, Kobe ate here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop by and eat here as well. But actually, a lot of his food spots were like in Orange County and stuff because that's where he lived. Anyway, man, you had a big weekend. I saw some pictures over the last few days from a few people.
What was the few days?
Well, like I guess.
Well, it was yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So
Aristotle, my good friend,
okay, yeah,
part of 1/4 of GOATFACE, got married yesterday.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah. So we were at the wedding.
How was the wedding?
It was great. It was cool. Small.
Okay.
But yeah, fun.
Have you been doing a lot of weddings lately? Like because I feel like at
it's wedding season.
Yeah.
It kind of is. Not from like my circle. Aristotle's getting married, and then afterwards, they went to the Langham Hotel, like the tap room. It's like this bar area in the hotel, and there were like 3 other weddings going on.
Oh, whoa.
So it's wedding season.
Yeah.
That's how I knew.
Okay.
And it was annoying because once we like left for the night, there was this long ass line to get your car because you had to valet it.
Yeah.
The logistics were all fucked up, and it sucks for a place as fancy as this hotel.
Yeah.
It was like a Hertz rent-a-car to get your car out, just the longest line. So that was the only bad taste in your mouth. Where it was like this wonderful evening, and then you got to wait in this 2-hour line to get your car.
Whoa.
It wasn't 2 hours, but it was definitely longer than you would like.
Yeah. At that point, it's like, just give me the keys.
Or then it's like, let me get a room at this hotel.
That's how they
I'll
get
get it
you.
tomorrow.
That's how they get you. Okay. Yeah. No. This year has been a lot of weddings, and
Well, maybe there's a backlog from COVID.
Yeah. Everyone's just trying to cram in any date that they can get. That's true, actually. Whew. Well, the year's almost over, dude. Man, I have had so many guests come by in the last 2 weeks.
Are you going to be able to do that with the new job?
No, dude. The last guest left today, and they're from Indonesia. They flew out.
Get them out of here.
And that's it. I'm like turning my phone off.
Close for business.
Don't DM me. Don't text me. Any of my friends listening, go get a fucking Airbnb. Cannot, bro. It started off Labor Day weekend. I had a friend come in. They're supposed to have a hotel. Their hotel got something happened. I was like, stay at my place, whatever. Stay. We come to your show Saturday night or something. They leave, and I'm like, okay, cool. I got a chance to Labor Day weekend all to myself. And I had a friend from the Bay come in, and he was like, can 2 of my friends stay? I'm like, yeah, sure. I was going to bring them, but they're not vaccinated. So I was like, all right, well, no show for you guys.
Yeah. And
then they leave, and I'm like, okay, I get to breathe. Next morning, I get a text from a friend like, hey, a mutual friend of ours is in town, like a friend, my friend, whatever. Can this guy stay with you? Because his living situation is like shit. Yeah, I don't mind that. Sure. Yeah. And then I bring him to the show. He leaves. And then another friend comes in, and I'm just like, I'm literally I'm drowning with work, and I'm just like, once this person leaves, no more. My dad's like, hey, I want to come out. I'm like, nah, man, please. I like how you
close the door on your dad.
Yeah,
you let every rando into your place.
Yeah, literally.
And then your dad's
I felt terrible, but
sorry, Dad.
I had to tell him. I was like, look, man, I love you, bro, but
but if you were more of a stranger, I'd let you stay.
If you would have left Afghanistan when I told you to, months ago or weeks ago,
if you didn't raise me,
you could have
let you stay with me.
Come in August, but. Now I'm just get burnt out, man. And right when I'm done with this 4-week gig, man, I don't even know if you'll see me. But you know what show? I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast. Do you know what show? I'm pulling up something on my phone to see how many episodes we've done. This is episode 90 today.
Whoa!
Our 90th episode.
Damn, dude.
So my proposition to you, it still stands from
this
earlier.
Live show?
This live show to the audience. Please, if you haven't ever written in, now's the time to write in. Would LA locals or SoCal locals, would you be interested in a live show, live taping of the Fahim Anwar Dance Hour?
Yeah, you put it out there.
If not, for the 100th episode.
I'm skeptical.
What are you skeptical about?
That there is an audience for this.
Dude, even if we have like
5 people.
And we'll get them to man the cameras.
Will this be our crew?
Yeah.
Yo, we just say we're doing a live taping, but it's just an excuse to get 5 people to do lights and audio for us.
Yeah, make sure our levels are right, the cameras are in focus.
Yeah, we tell them they're lucky winners. And they're just running boom and lights. That's how we get our crew.
Yeah, 10 episodes, man. 10 weeks. Let's see where it goes. But
maybe there'll be this huge groundswell in 10 weeks. Like right now it's nothing.
Yeah.
But 10 weeks from now it's fucking like Madison Square Garden. Just you and me on like in the round.
Yeah.
Just talking like this in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
like,
right,
hey,
I said I had a turkey sandwich for lunch, and everyone's like, people are doing the wave.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have the beach ball going.
I'm gonna have to calm the crowd down. I'm like, we gotta,
guys, I know we're all excited to be here, but I can't hear Fahim through the headphones. Rows G1 through G200. Your great section. I love the energy, but I need you to keep it down just through this next chunk, okay?
That's what I plan.
All right. If you don't, Fahim's not gonna get to the song, his tasty jam of the week. All right. Anyway, sorry. You were saying, Fahim? Mailbag?
Yeah, mailbag. We're we're one step closer to the benefit show. So I've been talking to Christina, and I was like, oh, there's this organization, I want to put money to, and she was like, maybe we not send money overseas and blah blah blah. So I found this other organization, and I have a call with the organization this week to be like, is it cool if we don't not only just donate our proceeds, but like promote it that our proceeds are going to you. I don't want to put some NGO up there and then they're like, whoa, I didn't fucking say you could, we're not a part of this. We don't have any. So as long as I get their like blessing and consent,
Yeah. Yeah, dude, keep me posted.
I'll let you know by this week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mailbag?
Yeah, mailbag. How are we looking? Is it a little bit more heavier than...
It's a little robust. It's a little robust this week.
Okay.
All right, this is from Tabarak Sadiq.
Oh,
welcome back, slackers, is the heading. Oi, lads. Good to hear your dulcet tones on my commute once again. Glad to hear your dad got out finally.
Thank you.
Since you guys were great in helping me solve my marriage crisis when my wife wouldn't let me use her loofah, parentheses, you sided with her on me having to get my own one and conceded. End parentheses. I'm back again for more advice. This time, it's more serious. Pasta.
Leave her.
What?
Leave her.
Leave her already.
Is that the advice?
Whoa, no. So the area is pasta.
Okay. Pasta's the category.
My missus refuses to order /buy/cook with anything other than penne or spaghetti. I've tried everything to introduce her to linguine superiority with no luck. She even makes mac and cheese with penne. Please, I can't live like this anymore. First of all, please tell her she's insane for only sticking to 2 types of pasta. And second all, what's your favorite pasta? Love, Tabarak Anwar. Hey, good last name, dude. Wait, so what's with the Sadiq in the email and then Anwar at the end?
This guy's
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
He's playing both sides.
They're confusing us, man. And there's nothing wrong with spaghetti. I have no issue with eating spaghetti as pasta all the time.
No, okay. I think his issue is that any pasta dish has got to be penne or spaghetti for her, and she won't branch out. Are you sure this isn't like a euphemism for things in the bedroom?
I see where this is going.
I want to do linguine, but she just wants to do penne all the time. But I'm like, try linguine. You might like. I really like linguine. Just try linguine once, and if you don't like it, then we don't have to do linguine all the time.
Yeah, I think if that's the case,
no, I don't think. I think this really is legitimately a pasta question.
Man, to be honest, what's the other type of pastas? There's the I don't even know the names.
I think,
but
She's in the wrong here.
Really?
I think it's odd. I think the taste is the same. It's just the shape's issue.
Yeah, we'll see. What's the difference when it all comes down to the sauce?
Look, it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
I mean, we're going to offend the Italians.
It's like my wife will only eat dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. She won't eat just regular-shaped chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
They're all chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that's true.
So she's like spooked by
Okay, I can see that.
shapes, and
I
that's
can see
kind of
that.
odd.
All right, sure.
So look, tell her I sided with her on the loofah,
Yeah.
but she needs to get over her fear of, I guess, like deep cut pastas.
My thing is, like,
everyone knows spaghetti, everyone knows penne. Those are safe.
Yeah.
Take do a rigatoni.
You know what he should do? Switch out the pasta in the boxes.
It'll be very obvious once you dump it.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, maybe not. Somewhere just a little. Isn't linguine just a little bit thicker than spaghetti?
I'm curious. What is her reasoning?
Yeah, that's.
I'm
true.
gonna side with you. All right, I think you've won this.
Okay.
But just out of my own curiosity, if you can ask her, what is her reasoning for not gravitating towards these other pastas or being so close-minded to these other forms of pasta?
I see.
I would like to know that.
Well, see, my thought is, I always play it safe when it comes to food. I stick to what I like, and I don't explore outside of that. So,
Interesting.
let her stick with the penne and the spaghetti.
But it's ruining his pasta life.
Oh well, if
Okay, marriage is supposed to be a partnership.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
true,
for
too.
spaghetti
that's true.
or pasta. Sorry, spaghetti is her jam.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, for all forms of pasta,
yeah.
you would want your partner to
Yeah,
try
yeah.
all the forms.
That's true too.
So you guys are even, 1-1. Oh yeah, hold on. The last part of that question was, what's your favorite pasta?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti with arrabbiata spicy sauce. It's a spice.
This is spicy.
Yeah.
What is mine? You know, I fuck with a fettuccine.
Oh, don't say that around Italian.
What, fettuccine?
Apparently, a fettuccine is like an American invention.
So what is the Gorditos Locos Taco? That's real Mexican,
That's
right?
Yeah, authentic to
Okay.
Tijuana.
Fettuccine's no. It's
Our
not a
editor
thing?
Miguel's like taking his headphones
Yeah.
off. Like,
Is this gonna say lost footage after that?
yeah, no, yeah, I like fettuccine too. I like a good little plate of fettuccine. What do you like your protein? Do you do protein on your fettuccine?
Yeah, I'll do chicken.
Oh, you do chicken?
Like a chicken or
Okay.
shrimp. A seafood pasta is kind of nice too. Sometimes I'll do that. Got clams in there.
Shrimp Alfredo. Mamma mia. I love that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I had some pasta right before I came here. When you texted me, you're like, roll up. I was like, I just pulled up into downtown. I went to a spot like in Skid Row, legitimately in Skid Row.
Wow, that's a real testament to the restaurant.
Yeah.
They go, located in the heart of Skid Row.
It-
Our food's so delicious. You'll walk through a Beat It video.
I honestly did not feel right going because I was like, there are literal like rows of tents here, and here I am in this like upscale hipster industrial kind of restaurant with like tech or house music playing. You know. Anyways, it's called Rosso Blue or Rosso.
Good?
No,
Okay,
do not go there. That's just. I was not a fan, but I had some awful pot. It wasn't awful, but it was like
pasta.
it was.
Nice.
For the price it wasn't good. So I would say it's awful. But
All right, next email. This is from Merle Alexander.
hey,
He's a regular.
I use his HBO account.
What a nice dude, right?
He's a lovely guy.
All right, let's see. It says the insert preferred gender are back in town. Thank you. Thank you for being socially conscious, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving us the option. Hello. Long time no talk. Hope you two are doing well.
I'm doing really well.
Life has been quite tumultuous, but I'm hanging in there. I wanted to ask you how you would feel if I offered a role in a Disney Plus show. If offered a role in a Disney Plus show, parentheses, Marvel, Star Wars, and what would your ideal scenario be? I love the cameos and recurring roles from comedians and actors like Bill Burr and Timothy Oliphant. Fahim, I follow you on social media and always send your comedy bits from Instagram and TikTok to friends. Ali, I'll have to send you another friend request on Facebook because I was zucked.
Oh no.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It sounds like Zuckerberg or something.
Yeah. I think they Mark Zuckerberg was on like Facebook Live and someone said that to him and he was like, what's
That's fine.
okay.
As always, love the podcast and I'm ready for more lava takes and jabroni of the week submissions. Take care.
Damn.
P.S. Ali got that HBO Max info. The recent switch to the app made the transfer a chore. All right.
DM me a little bit more info in case I get logged out. But
he's our connect.
Dude, jabroni of the week. Can't believe I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's good, huh?
We haven't labeled the jabroni.
Jabroni of the week. Do you got one?
Nah, man. I'm the jabroni of the week.
Yeah.
Just
I
fucking.
second that.
I'm sure the show.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, I was gonna bring something up.
The way you looked at the door, I'm like, it's for you.
I was having an out of body experience trying to decide whether or not.
Yeah, so bring it up. Let's hear it. What was it? A jabroni of the week, or was it a segment that we've let go of?
All right. No, just because it's like a writer's room thing.
Okay.
It's like a faux pas that I did.
Sure.
That I didn't mean to.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. Or, I mean, you'll be the judge. So, one day, I come in. Normally how it works, I drive in, park my car, and then I walk in, and then I go into the break room.
Yeah.
And I'll pour coffee and get like a kind bar. And that's kind of like my little breakfast start to the day or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's food in there in the beginning of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like some days people will bring pastries from like Porto's.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, it's right up the road. Yeah.
It's happened before. Or there's like donuts or something. And it will always be in the break room at the start of the day.
Yeah.
So I go into the break room. I'm pouring coffee. And then there's this pie. There's this like apple pie there.
Yeah.
And there's like, there's pie there. And there's also, what's it called? Like the scooper or something.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
sitting in
Little spatula,
serve
whatever
thing.
it is. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what's up with this pie? And then one of the writers is like, oh, it's Emily's birthday. She's another writer.
Yeah.
Lovely person. I love Emily. And she made a pie for her birthday.
Oh, wow.
And I go, oh, that's cool. And then I'm like, how come has anyone eaten it? Or how come no one's having any? Because like, I think one of the writers goes like, oh, you could have one. And I'm like, well, no one's touched it, or I don't want to be the first.
Yeah.
And they go, like, you do it, then I'll do it. And I'm like, oh, okay. I just thought nothing of it.
Yeah.
So I cut a slice of the pie, I put it on a plate. I come into the writer's room, and we're starting the day, and we're talking. And then Emily's looking at me, and some other people too. And then I realize in that moment that I guess the pie was being saved for like later in the day. Like it was going to be a moment for like to bring it into the room and reveal or something. So I'm just this motherfucker with a pie. Like the only asshole just sitting there with a pie and a coffee. And I was just like, I thought they were joking at first. And then as I'm realizing that I just took a slice of this pie that was meant for later.
Yeah.
And it's her birthday. And it's her birthday pie.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, are you serious? I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to. I thought it was
the communal pie
I just thought it was like morning because we've never had, I'm just trying to defend myself here, but like we've never had, I'm just going off of everything that's happened since we've been working there.
Yeah.
Whenever there's been food brought into the office, it was just in the beginning, like in the morning.
Yeah.
And everyone just takes whatever there is in the morning. There has never been a midday food reveal.
Even for a birthday, because I'm sure birthdays have come and gone.
Yes, I just can't remember an instance where something was in the break room and like held off on until later in the day to be brought in and everyone have I just thought if there's ever any food, it's just brought there in the daytime or in the morning and everyone just has at it and takes it into the room then and then throughout the day.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going off of. But I mean, I find out that, I did the faux pas. I'm just the guy eating this birthday pie. And then they're like, who eats pie in the morning for breakfast? And I'm like, I don't know.
I do. Why not?
Yeah.
You should put a note.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if it was like supposed to be a midday reveal,
Yeah.
I would say like a note, say, hey, save this or don't eat this. Because there's been no precedent for this.
The question is, was the pie in a box?
No, there was just foil over it.
That's it.
Just foil and spatula.
That's fair game. That's fair game.
So I mean, I think I was unjustly jabroni of the week.
Yeah, a pie that's to be saved later should be in the fridge, pushed away, tucked away.
Yo, if it's in a fridge,
yeah,
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, exactly.
I respect the fridge.
Yeah, you respect the fridge.
It's behind closed doors. It's on a shelf.
Yeah.
But if it was on a windowsill, I would even leave it on the windowsill.
Yeah,
I would say it's cooling. Right?
Yeah.
Like if there was a window halfway open,
yeah,
and it was just chilling on a piece of cloth,
yeah,
on a windowsill, I'd be like, I don't know enough about that pie, and it seems to be in the cooling process right now.
Yeah.
I respect the cooling.
Yeah.
I respect the fridge, and I respect the cooling.
Mm-hmm.
But this was just out there.
Yeah, that's fair game, dude. They were in the wrong. Whoever left the pie
Thank
there.
you. I have one guy on my side.
How
come you didn't come in?
I should have
speed dialed you.
Yeah.
Like you're my pie lawyer.
All right, who left the pie here?
You're wearing a suit and you have a briefcase.
Don't say anything. My client refuses.
You don't have to say anything. You don't need to incriminate yourself any further. And then you undo your briefcase and there's just another pie in there. My client, and you just start cutting into the cherry pie.
Yeah, I would have defended you because that's not right. The pie.
Yeah,
the pie rules are you put especially if a food for later goes in the corner out of sight. You don't put it in
plain sight in the break room. Yeah. Come on, here we go. I'm getting some momentum. You've emboldened me.
Yeah,
because I was on the ropes because it was so many against one.
You know what I think it is?
What, racism? I'm just so fast to pull the race card. They're all ganging up on me.
In a room, like a half.
You guys are all racist.
Half a room full of Afghan. Yeah. No, they set you up. This was a setup.
This was a pie setup?
Yeah, this was a sting operation. They knew. And because whoever said, you take a bite and I will, they were.
Let's play back the footage. We do it in slow motion. Look. You take a bite.
Keep an eye on that character.
Rewind that. Yeah. You take a bite. Enhance. You take a bite. Then I'll have some. Got him.
Yep. There you go.
That's you. Mm-hmm. Talking to your tech guy.
Yeah.
I've got all the evidence I need.
Lock. This case is over.
You're walking. You're going to eat a lot of pie in your life.
Yeah.
I thought I was going away for a long time. I was going to go to pie jail.
So I
want to know the viewers and listeners' stance on this. Am I the jabroni or am I in the right here with this pie situation? I think anything in the break room.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of odd that there's all these foods in the break room that are up for grabs and there's one item that isn't.
Yeah.
With no note.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not psychic.
Yeah. No. Fair game, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like bear rules in a break room. If it's out, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You don't want me to have the pie. You like tie it to a tree.
Yeah.
And it's because I can't climb it.
That's what we got to do.
I can't climb up it and get the pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bear rules. So maybe I'm the jabroni. Maybe I'm not.
No. You're not the jabroni, man. But we'll let the audience decide on that.
So the Disney Plus thing, what show?
You take this one. I don't know.
Any of them, dude? Sure.
I was gonna mention. I started watching Ted Lasso. I don't know if I brought that up.
I watched that
in previous.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good show. Maybe we did talk about it. We did talk about it, right? We talked about it. We did.
I told you that, like, I know Bill Lawrence and like we pitched that Lance show.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like after Bill Lawrence did Undateable. So Bill Lawrence is the main guy behind Ted Lasso.
Oh, okay.
So after he did Undateable, me and Bill Lawrence and John DeWalt and his wife, we were pitching this Lance show. And we went all around town and just like nowhere really wanted it. We just got no's everywhere.
Bastards.
And then Ted Lasso was the biggest thing. Like if we did it after Ted Lasso.
You would have been golden. Hey, man, shoot him a text.
Hey, dude. I did, but not for that. I just honestly wanted to tell him like Ted Lasso was great, you know,
Yeah.
and congrats on all the success and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was very complimentary. He's like, "Oh, thanks, man. That means a lot."
Mm.
I go, "I'm sure you're hearing this all the time because it's like everyone's talking about it."
But before we move on, so what character would you be on this
I don't know.
Disney?
I don't know I don't know any exact character, but I just love like Bill Burr's trajectory. I love what he got to do on Mandalorian. Just gets to be a part of cool things. Just drop in, bounce out of it. Isn't like on the thing forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a cool character and cool role for any of those things would be fun.
Okay.
I don't have a specific like I've always dreamed of being in Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
I couldn't finish Mando.
Really?
I left out season
I like
episode
Mando.
3 or 4, season 1.
Mando. You like Baby Yoda?
Let me see I like
What's his real name? Goroku or whatever?
no one will ever.
Everyone calls him Baby Yoda, but it's
Yeah.
Goroku. He has a name. All right, this one's from Lil Whore. It's been a while.
Oh, Miss Horror.
Miss Whore, welcome back to the program.
Yeah.
Unwritten rules. Hey guys, so happy you're back, and it's blushy face. Missed you both. I love that you guys sometimes discuss the minutia of everyday life. Reminds me a bit of Curb, lol. With that said, I have a 3-part question about dishwashing. Number 1, do you hand wash or use a dishwasher? Number 2, if you hand wash, do you let the dishes dry on a rack, hand dry with a towel, or let the dishes air dry in the dishwasher? 3, do you wear gloves? All right, let's get into this.
I'm too poor to afford a dishwasher.
Okay.
So hand wash, depending on how many dishes I have, I'll either, if it's a small amount, I'll dry as I go. But if it's a lot, I will hang dry on the dish rack. And then once I'm done, then I go through with a microfiber cloth and I dry and I put them back.
Quite the process.
Yeah, that's why I hate washing dishes.
All right.
And I do not wear gloves.
Yes, I do not wear gloves either.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I would just hand wash the dishes.
Yeah.
I think it's a cultural thing. Just growing up,
Yeah.
I just feel like Afghans don't use the dishwasher.
Yeah, no.
So we always had one, but we never really,
Yeah.
we would always hand wash it.
We never trusted the dishwasher.
I guess we never trusted it. We're very distrusting of dishwashers.
Yeah.
And then even in my studio in K-Town, I think I had a dishwasher, but I never used it.
Fancy, man.
I never used it. I would always just like hand wash the dishes.
Yeah.
And then the place I moved into in Tarzana, I have a dishwasher and I just never used it. I was hand washing it. And then one day I was like, let me try. And I would use this liquid soap, you know? And it would always do a shitty job on the dishes.
Yeah.
Like this I would always have to hand wash it afterwards. So I just got turned off. I'm like, dishwashers don't work. I just thought dishwashers don't work, period.
Yeah.
And then there was these pods.
Oh, yeah.
Like my brother was staying at some Marriott condo place or whatever, and they had pods, and I had some left over. And I was like, let me try one of these pods. And the pods cleaned it perfectly.
There you go.
So I was like, oh, game changer.
Yeah.
So now I use the dishwasher with pods.
Perfect.
I don't hand wash anymore unless it's like a large, weird item or something.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's great, man.
Dude, it's a game changer.
It really is. I had one in my old studio back in like Chicago 10 years ago. And I was like, oh, dishwashing is amazing.
It's amazing. Afghans, get on it. Don't be so scared of it.
Yeah.
Pods and dishwasher. All right. Also, here are some of my unwritten rules.
Oh, yeah.
People leaving an elevator have the right of way. All right. I buy into that.
Okay.
Next weekend does not refer to the closest weekend coming up. That would be this weekend.
Oh, good point.
All right. At a gas station, if you pull up to a pump that has another one adjoined, move all the way up. So if someone wants to use the pump next to you, they have enough room and or don't reverse in or have to reverse in. Don't start eating until everyone at the table has been served their food.
Ooh, debatable.
Unless they profusely and absolutely insist that you don't wait for them. All right. Elaborate.
Because we in my friend group, a circle, we always argue about this. If you all ordered at the same time, sure, wait. You know, if you come in late.
Oh, I'm with you on this.
Yeah, if you come in late, then we're gonna begin without you, and you order late, we're eating without you. That's one. Two, if you're the asshole that got some complicated, sophisticated order, that like needs to take its time, we're eating without you. So, but yeah, if we all ordered like, basic shit like
You'll wait.
pancakes, French toast, waffles, scrambled eggs, we'll wait because it'll come out at the same time. But if you're like, no, I want filet mignon with blah, 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 and
All these conditions.
yeah. So
How do you feel about having a fry? Is that still a faux pas?
no. You can munch on
You can munch on sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, there's more to this. I just can't think of it right now. But we've discussed this in depth in our little circle.
All right. If there's one item left in a box, take the item out and throw the box away. If you're throwing away a wrapper of some sort, crumple it first. If you're throwing away a visibly soiled paper plate, face it upside down. I don't expect anyone to agree with or understand this rule. It's just something I have to do. OCD, perhaps. Cringe face. All right. Thank you.
Thank you
Those are some
for
good rules.
listening and writing in.
All right. This is from Samir Karimi. Donda.
Oh, Samir.
Samir, what up?
Yeah,
Hey, what's up,
bud?
guys? I listened to Donda, and despite the deep lyrics / meaning, I didn't come away feeling hooked to any of the songs. My theory on most hit songs is there's a single catchy phrase, and if you hear it, you'd instantly recognize the song.
That's a
and
good
even
point.
get it stuck in your head. Examples: She Give Me Money, When I'm in Need, or Jesus Walk, or Do It Faster Makes Us Stronger. What do you think? Always enjoy the pod.
He makes a good point.
Interesting.
Guess who's going to jail tonight? I mean, I guess that.
Wait, is that from Donda?
Yeah, that's jail.
Mm.
Yeah, the like second track.
I don't know. I don't really care about hooks. I just like, I know I'm in the minority that I just like to listen to the musical integrity of the song.
Sure, but I mean, like, okay.
Look, if you're trying to
look
make a
for-
pop song or whatever, sure, chant a thing over and over again, make it an earworm.
Yeah.
But I care more about the production and composition of a song than saying, we're gonna live forever and party all night. Party all night, yeah. We're gonna, if you hear that 17 times a day,
You can make it. You can have the integrity, make it poppy and catchy, and still be good. And he's been in
he's
he's
done it.
proof because he's done it.
I think he's tired of it though.
Maybe.
This is we got this actually while we were potting. This is fresh.
Okay.
This is like a fresh ass catch of the day.
Oh.
I mean, maybe I should like do a once over because it may be too hot because I don't even know what this is.
Let's yeah.
All right, we'll just go into it, dude.
Let's dive into
Abe Nevin, also a regular mailbag fun question.
it. Abe Nevin. I know
Salam,
this kid.
sexy boys. I like the way this is starting already. To start this off, Baluch, I'm upset that you're eating McDonald's and Arby's every day. And
Okay. Whoa. I never said Arby's. I never said Arby's.
Okay.
But anyways.
Like you're defending yourself.
Yeah.
I never said Arby's. And Fahim, I appreciate you. And I've been thinking about the Mr. Jizztastic sketch so much lately. LMAO. So thank you for that. Oh, is that that's from a long time ago. The America's Best Dance Crew. That's like a deep cut, dude.
Yeah.
Remember America's Best Dance Crew where there's Lil Mama?
Yeah.
So I think I took video of them judging this group. And then I cut to me in these like cutoffs, and I had a goatee and these sunglasses, and it said Mr. Jizztastic underneath it, and I'm like, "Yo, you guys brought it." It's pretending that I was a judge. Y'all brought the heat. Y'all did your thing. Y'all threw to the next round. I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna show you my eyes. And then I just show them my eyes, and I'm like, "You did that. You did that thing. You should be very proud of yourselves." And then I'm like, "Why is everyone else in a cool judge chair and I'm in a shitty computer chair from Office Max?" I don't even know if that's still on the internet. All right, so this is a deep question, and I apologize because when I listen to this podcast, I'm genuinely laughing my ass off at Fahim's quick quirks at something Baluch just said, but I also really do learn a lot from both of you guys, so thank you. Anyhow, I'm a fellow Afghan listening to the pod, and with everything that's happened back home in our motherland and seeing the response from people and our diaspora, I truly feel like the world cares about Afghanistan, but also doesn't at the same time. Do you guys think that our voices are going to be more important than ever, or stay into that weird subcategory of slept-on Muslims that the world has constantly seen us as? I've always thought that Dance Hour is a perfect example of normal Afghan dudes talking about Kawasaki sponsorships and brunch sucking ass is the best step into the right direction. Hopefully we get the exposure because this time is even more important than ever. Appreciate y'all. Abe Nevin. Hey, appreciate you, dude.
Well, I'm surprised he thinks we're normal Afghan guys.
We're not?
I mean, my exes would say otherwise.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, I'm kidding.
We're the bridge, man. We're the bridge.
Thanks, man. Thank you for writing in and thank you for listening. I don't know.
I do think we'll be the subgenre. We always will be the subgenre.
I guess so, you know.
I'm not a fan of it, or it's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Until we get nukes.
Yeah.
I want to do a bit like how sometimes I'll have a concept that's very rich, but I don't have the words or the angle on it yet. But I just think there's something so inherently weird about how every country is evil until they get nukes. And then they're like, we need to work together and we're forming a dialogue. It's just like you try to stop every country from getting nukes. You try your hardest and then they get nukes and they go, we're having meetings with them. And it's just such an odd concept too, because you never get to use these nukes.
Oh, yeah.
But once you have them, suddenly you get a seat at the table. It's so weird how, as a country, you need to work towards creating this weapon of mass destruction to never use just so people take you seriously.
Yeah.
That's bizarre to me.
That's the world that we live in, man.
Yes. Like, you want a seat at the table?
Get yourself some nukes. Yeah.
You think Pakistan's Pakistan without nukes?
No, man. You got a point.
We should make some merch that says "Get nukes."
Get nukes. Next to Thug Life.
say like, say first comes nukes, then comes respect. That'd be a good shirt.
Yeah.
Huh?
Then comes a coup.
Then comes a coup.
I don't think a coup's happened with a new country.
Want respect? Get nukes. There you go.
There you go, man.
Right? Isn't it bizarre? Every like major country
just
has a stockpile of nukes.
They're never going to use it.
Because we're just going to blow the whole planet up to an oblivion. But you need to have several nukes.
Do nukes expire?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't have...
Plutonium doesn't expire?
I don't know. They've got a... Do you think there's like a nuke by date on it? It just says like 3025. Like, please nuke by 3025. Yeah. And if you're not going to nuke by then, you got to freeze it. You put it in the freezer.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you thaw the nuke just under, the sink.
Yeah.
You just let some water run over it.
Yeah.
And then you're ready to nuke.
Not radiation, but just hot water.
Just hot water.
Hot water thaws out a nuke.
Or just put it in the fridge overnight.
That's true.
That'd be good, like Martha Stewart nuke tips.
Yeah, I've opened up a fridge by accident.
Are you trying to nuke a nation and you're not ready to use it? Just run the nuke under cold water. Yeah, man. There's that. That was the last one.
Wow. Well, what a fantastic week.
Yeah, we've got some Patreon subscribers as well.
Whoa!
Very exciting. Thank you for supporting the pod, guys.
Thank you.
It's patreon.com/Fahim Anwar if you guys want to support the pod.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, we said it's going to be an evolving thing. Currently, it's just a more robust playlist. So there's 2 playlists that I've put up there already.
Okay.
Both playlists have 25 tracks on them. So just as I like the songs, I just keep adding it to a playlist. And once I get 25 on it, I release it.
Oh, wow.
Because we just put 1 song a week
on
the Fahim Anwar Dance Hour Spotify playlist.
That's true.
But this is like way more songs. So if you like the music and the genre and just like our taste.
Yeah, and you just want to support the podcast.
And want to support the pod.
Throw in the $1
Throw it
a
in.
month. Throw $1 a month. Just a couple cents a day.
A couple cents a day can feed 2 Afghan professionals.
Yeah, that are in a subgenre.
That are just 2 normal ass Afghans.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well,
then
what were
you gonna say?
I was just gonna sign us out.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, comment.
Yeah.
Rate, review, 5-star us.
Subscribe.
Hit that like button. Some might say smash it.
Yeah, throw up some comments in the YouTube video. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello.
Hello.
If you're listening to this,
Also, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, can they do anything else other than thumbs up and comment and 5-star?
Write us in.
Write us in there. Yeah, dude, I forgot about that.
Fahim Anwar Dance Hour.
Yeah.
At gmail.com.
fahimanwardancehour@gmail.com.
Yeah, I think that's about the most. That's about it. That's how we know that you guys are out there listening, and we're not talking to just
to
each
the
other.
void.
The void. So Fahim,
yes.
What are we dancing out to?
All right, this song is called "Feel My Love" by the Social Lovers.
Okay.
So Social Lovers, "Feel My Love."
Here we go.
And that's going to be on the Fahim Anwar Dance Hour Spotify playlist. So check that out there.
Yep.
If you're listening, it'll play. If you're watching the video, the link is somewhere in the description.
Yeah, that's about it. That's the most we can do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm at the Brea Improv the 22nd. So this will, when this drops audio-wise, I guess same day.
Oh, okay.
Probably not enough time. But if you're on your commute and you live in LA, I'm at the Brea Improv the 22nd. And then I mentioned on the last one, Laughs in Boston.
Okay.
I forget when. And I'm also doing Dirty Bird, that festival, and it's this music festival in Sacramento.
Whoa.
I'm doing that October 15th, I think.
Oh, that's exciting.
So it's like a 30-minute set. It'll either be fun or terrible because it's a music festival.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, I hope
I'm going to be doing
well.
stand-up while EDM is just blaring over my jokes and people are just high on Molly.
Well, combination of two things you love, man. Comedy and music and
True.
Dance.
True, but sometimes when you combine them, the only time when you combine them and it works is this podcast.
Yeah, that's true. The Dance Hour.
This is the pinnacle of dance, comedy, and conversation, dude.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point.
Yeah, man.
All right,
guys.
folks.
We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.